Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, Onpassive is registering on the Richter magnitude scale. It's big, big, and bigger than we could imagine. But we all know that already. We don't know how big it is. That's okay. Bigger than we could imagine. So as long as that happens, what the heck? Cleaning, cleaning, and watching. Chris is cleaning, cleaning, and watching, he said. Anyway, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. I can't emphasize enough, go into OES and really look at all the stuff you can do. Like today I'm working on a podcast. It won't be official what I want to do. I got to figure out I got to learn how to do it first. But once I do, I'm pretty excited over that. That's pretty cool. Myself, and Chris are planning on doing not so serious podcasts, maybe for fun, more comedy. We're going to start that probably after things get rolling really good. In the meantime, as you know, I'm building videos. I can't talk very long today because I got a lot going on with the family, but I wanted to come in. I like to do this every day. It keeps me motivated, and it also keeps me thinking. And one thing about that, you always got to keep this moving and thinking, or what you don't use, you lose. I can't afford to lose that. 161st like button. Oh yeah, thank you for the likes. I know you haven't seen the unicorn lately, and he's not happy. So he will be out tomorrow. Like I said, we know. Well, anyway, go in there, check everything in OES. Really, I'm not kidding. It's so much stuff. And so cool, too, once you start to figure out how to do it. Like I wanted to put my videos onto the podcast. So I had to find something that could download videos and change it into an MP3. I think I got it. So that's what I did. And that's pretty cool. Yesterday I did a video, the journey comparison of regular company to Onpassive. I hope you guys had a chance to see it. Wasn't my best work. But when I'm working, remember, I've got a jungle gym going on just the other side of this laptop. So sometimes it's not as good as I'd like it to be. But I am learning. Sorry. I went to bed at 3 o'clock this morning. 3:30 actually. So I'm a little bit. Anyway, the other thing, keep in mind, get your links made. Use the trimmed URL, and remember, every trimmed URL you make, it makes you a QR code. And I'm telling you right now, QR codes are simple and they're fast. And you know as well as I do, if you're a daddy, a mommy, a grandparent of any kind, the little ones that are coming up now, all my grandchildren live here, Alexis, Jaden, Jordan, and they have a little computers in their hand all day. You call it a game, but it's a computer. And they want stuff now. Now I'm making sure now that they limit the time, because there's nothing like good old fashioned go outside in the sun and play and get dirty. Fall down, wrestle each other. Yeah, I don't want that ever to go away. But my oldest grandson, Jaden, I'm not sure what that was, but we'll figure it out. was in a tournament for a game, and he keeps going. He could win. I mean, he's really good at it. Eye-hand coordination, all that stuff. I mean, you got to see it. I mean, his thumb's moving around like warp speed, and I get on around like a caveman. Whatever I'm playing, I'm already done. But it's cool stuff. But the other part of it, seeing how things work and how you can link things and how you can leverage. Leverage and compounding is very powerful. And the beauty of Onpassive is it gives you the X factor. Onpassive has the X factor for all of us. Whatever you do on Onpassive, times 1,000. It's no joke. I mean, I'm looking at stuff I can do, and I'm bridging stuff and in my mind, okay? And I'm thinking, well, I could do this, I could do that. And I got to look at Onpassive and go, wait a minute, I don't need to do all that. I just take this from Onpassive, this from Onpassive, and it's done. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we're all going to catch it. We're all going to get it. We're all going to, whoever wants to, okay? I mean, I'm sure I scare people because they keep thinking when I talk, oh, that's what we got to do. No, it's not. You don't got to do anything. Just be cool. But no, I mean, and we'll share stuff. People have ideas. I hear from people now, and I go, ooh, I don't think of that. So pretty cool stuff. Like being able to, like I was saying yesterday, a lot of these companies, all of these companies, MLM or email marketing or an online business, their biggest well, there's a few big problems. One problem is getting traffic. Boom. Gene says, I look 20 years younger. Woo-hoo. Gene, I want to tell you something, and I don't want to offend you, but you might want to get your eyes checked. But anyway, thank you. But seriously, we learn how to do all these things, and we're going to be amazed. Because of that X factor, you want to do this, now you put the X factor in, not only did you do it, but you did it 1,000 times quicker and had 1,000 times the impact. And everything about it is so cool. It eliminates, look, like I said, traffic, impossible for people doing business online. Now I know, I'm going to tell you what, this is to me, my definition. If you're a marketer and you can't drive people to an opt-in and they opt in, you're not marketing. Now, if you buy the leads from a solo ad or something like that, they don't work. You might buy 5 or 10,000 solo ads and get 5 signups, and 2 of them might stay for a couple of weeks. Then you have nothing, but you spent all that money. It's crazy. Or you might take the time and learn how to actually market and target countries and age and what their likes are and what they're looking for, put the money in, and then not waste, but spend. Oh, this looks better. Then another adjustment and spend. Oh, this is better. So eventually you get where, you got something good going, but it costs money and a lot of time. So Onpassive puts the X factor in. It definitely does. There's an X factor about everything in Onpassive. Times 1,000. You talk to somebody, I want to invite people to the podcast, times 1,000. You get them in, you show them what's up, it's over. Everything in Onpassive is going to sell itself. The videos are coming out with 20, 30 seconds long. That's what people want. But you got to be good at it. If you go too long, nobody's listening. And if it's short and sucks, nobody's listening either. So it's It's a fine line, and you got to be good at it. And we are surrounded by the best. You guys seen them. You see what they're doing. Mohammed Nazar is not buying solo ads, okay? I mean, he's marketing big time. About as big as you can get, bigger than anything I've ever been involved with. How many companies do you think, and we don't see it every day, but how many companies do you think are running this big advertisement, what, 4 or 5 minutes long on the Burj Khalifa? I think he said like hardly anyone. And it's not just about the money, which is really beautiful. It's not about the money. You know why? Because they looked at where we're going. That meant more to Dubai than how much money we had. Although it seems like Ash can get the money if he needs to, which is, thank God. And I want you to think of something. I know people aren't thinking this 100%, but all this time, that's why I did this video, by the way, the journey. Get a chance to watch it. I put it in the beginning of this. I want people to realize when a regular company does this, a regular company does that, and it only takes this, and they only did that, and it's really fast, and oh my God, blah, blah. Yeah, but let's remember, the outcome is regular. It is. A lot of companies build things to satisfy people. I'm not kidding. Just satisfy them. Not overwhelm them, not give them unlimited, not give them above market value. No, that's not what they do. Because that's not a way business people look at things. Johnny has this, Freddie has that, Betty has this, Larry has that, Susie has this. Okay, all we got to do, team, is make it a little bit better than theirs. That's it. That's all we got to do. Make it as good as the best guy down there, a little better than him or her. And we'll do fine for 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years to make millions and millions and millions of dollars. But that's not what was built for us. That's not what's being built now. You know, while we play around on OConnect and he keeps giving us another week or 7 days and we're messing around and people by the thousands are using it every day. Somebody's on it right now. Mr. Mufareh is paying for that. And let me tell you, I don't know what it is, but it's not cheap. It's a buku expensive. It is buku expensive. Like we would bring tears to our eyes, okay? So we could be satisfied until the big baby is born. So he's doing that for us, and then he's doing the whole scope for us. Well, I don't want him just to sit there. I want him to be able to do OConnect. That's crazy, guys. Every time we get something new, and every time we get to mess with something, and every time we're looking around in the back office, or we're sending an email, or we're logging in and logging out, and doing a video, or trying to download, or making noise in OConnect, it's money. Big money. Big, big money. And what would be the easiest thing for Mr. Mufareh to do? Just get it launched. Start bringing money in. He knows money's going to come in. Just, it's good enough. Bring money. That's not him. And I want to tell you something. We are so fortunate that that's not him. I know when we look day by day, and all we have to compare is what we've done or what we've seen, right? How do we compare the light bulb before it was invented? There's a light, you hit a switch, and this thing just is bright, but it's not a candle. You don't even know what we're talking about. We don't even know. We wouldn't even know what's a car before it was made. Something and smoke's coming out. Like, what is that? That's the funniest looking horse I ever saw. Seriously, they didn't know. They didn't get it. But you had those visionaries, right? Thank God for Edison. Thank God for Ford and the assembly line and the billions and trillions of dollars that car industry brought. How many businesses did the car industry create? Tire companies. There was carburetors at one time. There was muffler shops. There's all the service stations. My dad had one where he worked on cars. Thousands and thousands of stuff was all created from a car. And that's why I say, and I don't know, but I believe with all my heart, 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, 20 year, there's going to be businesses that we never heard of. If you mentioned it now, it wouldn't even make sense because you'd be talking about something that hasn't been invented yet. But AI will invent itself. It will magnify itself through business and everything else. Jan Eric Christensen, thank you for the super sticker. That means a lot. Now, and remember, the reason I do this, one thing I love it, and I love talking to you guys, is I want to inspire and I want people to think. Because I'll tell you what, the more we do that, I love going to a webinar and people are talking back and forth and I can hear the difference. Frank Fields, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for always being there too, Frank. But I mean, cool stuff. Cool stuff. I look at all the stuff in the past, and where I got that inspiration about that journey was through Chris Johnson, who heard a story about the elephant and the dog. And the dog had 3 litters. By the time that elephant had given birth 23 months later. Now, the freaking dog walked up. Mom had 3 litters. My first litter's grown up. You never were pregnant. You lied. Oh, I'm pregnant. But the difference is when my baby comes out and he puts his foot down, the earth will rumble. When he walks across the street, traffic will stop. People will jump out of their cars and take pictures and be in absolute awe over this magnificent creature. That's Onpassive. That's the way they're going to look at it. And it helped me, I'm going to talk about me, understand, it put perspective on everything in Onpassive. Don't do that, Jane. That scares them. Don't do that. Never hold a dog up like that. They don't like it. It put a perspective on what matters, what's important. I have people come to me every day. I mean, more than you could imagine. Not as much as Chris Johnson. I think he's got the world record. Well, what about this? What about that? What about this? And I'm helping him. Of course, I want to help people. But I get some of those that are borderline not being nice, or you kind of like you owe me. And I have to remind them, this guy you see, Marty, I'm just a founder just like everybody else. The only difference that happened to me is I fell in love with the company a long time ago. And I wanted to contribute the best way I knew how. And I knew that I had a couple gifts. One is that incision under my pie hole. And when I love something, I learn as much about it as I can. I was that way at work. I was that way when I was growing up. It's just, and I don't fish. I don't have a boat. I don't go kayaking. I don't fly kites. I love my family. I love God. I love Mr. Mufareh and his family. Love the tech team. Love all of you. But I love Onpassive. That is my passion. Because I know the ingredients that when that cake comes out or that baby's born, it will take our breath away. And it'll take the breath away of people that doesn't know about the journey. We have this, a lot of us have this crazy notion that everybody sees this journey. Most people don't care. Most people care about the end result. We got a few people that, we're very fortunate. You'll find out. You trust me. I'll be right about this, and I'm wrong a lot. The day will come after the journey, however long it takes, boom, you'll buy the product, you start to get commissions, and your life changes forever. You'll look back and you'll say, I'm so fortunate to be every day of that journey. I've been here from the beginning. I know that there was 5 or 7, 8 months before I got in, but things really started rocking and rolling in 2019. And that's when I came. And by the middle of 2020, freaking lights out. Lights out. I remember when myself and a few other people asked to be on the leadership council, we started doing the corporate webinars. We were just over 100,000, something like that. And a year later, a year and a half, 1 million. Wow. Yeah, it blew up. And I know you see a lot of people, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're doing this, arguing over little details. Well, that's not really that's not what that's called. That's not what this is called. Look what he did. Look what she did. Let it go. If you have something you think is being said wrong, like we should not be talking about how we're going to get paid, what we're going to get paid, when we're going to get paid, who we're going to get paid by, because we don't know. And I want to tell you something. If you care, you're missing out. Something's not quite right because I don't care. I know the basics. I know the 4 or 5 main ingredients that I don't have to worry about any of those little nitpicking crap. One is, I'm going to say it. You know I'm going to say it. Ask Mufareh is the CEO of the company. He's going to pay us as much as he possibly can legally. Doesn't matter what it is. He's going to pay as much as he can legally. Doesn't matter. What's the debate? And that's pretty powerful right there. And no one can enter into Onpassive except through a founder. What more do you need in any question? Now, I know I go into O'Mail and there's a handful of people that it doesn't work or it reverts back to login. We know. And if we know, they know. Do you see any referral links? No. Did he ask us to pay for anything? No. When that happens, everything will be right. There'll be a couple beep pops there and here and there. That you can't have a company this big and not have it. I want you to think of all the companies you admire besides Onpassive, whether it's Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Alibaba, all these big, gigantic companies. You don't think they have glitches and people with stuff that don't work? Millions, tens of thousands, guaranteed. We just don't know it. they're so big that, what do you think an update is? Some of the updates are fixing something while we're running. I have a couple different things that I do. When I make videos, I use it and it'll say, we have an update. Now, the cool thing about that business, a lot of their updates they give you more stuff to use. Blown away. Beautiful. But sometimes it's just a glitch. One time I had where it wouldn't render. I like to remove the background, right, of a picture. And they have a thing in there that removes background. So I said, remove background. It spun and spun and spun and didn't work. I went, I wonder what's up. So I wrote them. Yeah, when I'm trying to get rid of a background, it just loops. They wrote back in like, I don't know, what, an hour? Yeah, we know. The next update will take care of it. That night, I logged in and said, there's an update. Would you like to update now? Yeah, boom. And it worked. They already knew when I said it. That's Onpassive. Times 1,000. Onpassive is not waiting for me, Chris, Michael Williams, all these people that you know, for us to tell them what's wrong. Not really. Once in a while, we'll find something that maybe they didn't say. Like there's a process of migrating. And during this process of migrating, what you're really doing is you're doing the process of elimination. You're proving, well, it's not this, and you prove it's not this, and you prove it's not this. And if you're up and you're in and you're running, you did it. But if you go through all that, it's not magic. You go through all that and something's still not right, it has nothing to do with the member or whatever. It's something that there's some little glitch, maybe in the coding or whatever, but you just tell them. Yep. And sometimes it's the equipment people are using. Outdated. And we know nobody's got money to be thrown around trying to buy a computer. But eventually we will. And when that happens, make it a priority. After you fill your pockets, your closet, your cabinet, your car, whatever, update your hardware, computers and all that. Now remember, the company is making hardware to enhance what the company has made. So if you got O-Connect and you want its best version that you can see and work with, where else would you buy it from? But from yourself. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. So that's pretty cool stuff. Let me, I got 2 pages up. One of them's delayed so bad. Almost 400 people. Now, that's almost a record for a Sunday. And I really appreciate that, by the way. Really, really appreciate it. I'm at 29 minutes. The wife's going to be here any second. And yes, the Richter magnitude scale is shaking already. They think it's a tremor. But what it really is, it's Onpassive. You know it. I know it. They know it. But it's about to happen. Definitely. By the way, it's Sunday night. Oh, it's Sunday at 2 o'clock, which is an hour and 25 minutes. Heroes are having a webinar. I believe that Lynn put it in here. Oh, she did. OES training will post the Zoom in back office. So it's for founders only. They got very, very good help. Who's there? Who is that?
Me.
Okay, Mimi's here. I'm going to wrap this up real quick. It's going to get loud. The dogs are going to go crazy because they love Mimi. Oh, they didn't bark. See? I'm wrong all the time. They're growling instead. There we go. Anyway, let me say some howdies, and I'll let you guys go. But again, thank you so much for being here. I hope I gave you a little bit of insight and a little bit of inspiration to keep pushing, keep looking, and believe what we have is like nothing that's ever been done before. Jasmine Udin, thank you for being here, and the 900 emojis you put up. Pretty cool. Gopal Studio Shorts. Huh. I love Onpassive Eco Family. In it to win it. Yes, we are. Sure is. Onpassive Business. Hello, M. Kylie. You're always here. I really appreciate it. Mr. Ruskin Makawa. Kana. Hello, hello, hello. Mino Miller is always here. Thank you, Mino. Gendra Agwal, welcome, welcome, welcome. Gifty, the one and only, she'll be there today at 2 o'clock in Heroes. That's what I'm talking about. Robert McGee, hello, and thank you for being here. Shakol Ali, welcome. Tikshundro Sakar, I'm wrapping it up. You okay? Jean Oliva, the one and only Oliva. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for your support. I'm not even going to try it. Sorry. Upchar, I'll say your last name. Thank you so much for being here. Cynthia Deering. Casey! There we go. That was Jaden. Jaden put that one out. Shorty just gave me that look. See, I was going to buy him Roblox. They're like $10. But he needed to do a really good Casey Zevenberg.
Casey Zevenberg.
No, better than that. Come on.
Casey Zevenberg.
There we go. Lori Lund, thank you. Stephen Callahan, what's up? Daniel, I want to tell you something. You're a brother from another mother, no doubt. You're in Hawaii, but you are the worst videographer I've ever met in my life. Trying to look at the cars and we see up your nose, in your ear, your neck. It's very important to spin the camera around when you're doing that. But I love messing with you. You're a really good guy, Daniel. And I did get a glimpse of a few cars. But let me tell you something. Keep your day job. Frank Rowe, how you doing, buddy? I'm glad you could make it. Onpassive, Cameroon. Pigeon News. Barry Dang, what's happening? Happy Sunday, everybody. Same to you, Barry. Daphne Armoni. Daphne. It's not Daphne, it's Daphne, I think. Hello, anyway, thank you for being here. Sanjo Nath, welcome. Gina Leva. We're cooking on down. Karina Lance, hello. Thank you for being here. Cynthia Deering, I said hello. Kathy GW Costco's in the house. Julie Naga. Hello, Julie. Thank you for being here. Hold on one second. I gotta tell my wife something real quick. Dawn. All right, I'm back. Cheryl Best, what's happening? Tim the Leprechaun Dylan, AK Captain Kurt. Not now. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be done. I'm holding them down, guys. I'm holding them down. Tappy Malik. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Rose Mathabi. What more do we need? So much has been given for us, and the company's still counting. Continue to show us its color. We thank God for Onpassive. You darn right. Couldn't have said it any better. Oh, by the way, I have been, we try to grab a 10, 20-minute period during the day to play Chris and pool. And I don't want you to get on him about this, but he sucks. He is a horrible pool player. You know, I mean, I hate to say it, but it has to be said. Anyway, let me move on. Yin Yang 44.4, thanks for everything. Whoa. Eric Kessler. So glad you showed up. You're always here, and I appreciate it. We have Robert Tantulo. Had a rough month, didn't you, Robert? I know what it feels like. I definitely can tell you, I know what it feels like. Tomorrow's Memorial Day here in the U.S. Kids are off from school. Dawn's having a barbecue. Onpassive Zoran, as Brother Ass said, we have seen nothing yet. The best about to come. Where your ears will pop. Yep, you're darn right. All kinds of stuff will pop on you. Thank God Chris is here because he would take that to the dark side. You know what I'm saying? Bad Ronald. I don't care what we're talking about. Chris takes it to the bad side. Yeah, he does. Joyce Kwamana Po. Thank you for being here. Yes, indeed, completely right. But the difference is you don't own the company, not like Onpassive. Very transparent to us, especially Mr. Ash Mufareh, CEO, who speaks to us directly. I sent him a quote from the Bible. I don't know it exactly, but it said how much God loves someone that gives from their heart. I'm like, dang, Ash needs to see this. Of course, he already knew, but what else we have? Sessa Rao, welcome. I said hi to Lori Long. Dana Energy's in the house. All right, I'm getting down to the bottom. Oh my gosh. What else we got? Okay, I told you about Heroes at 2. You should go. You guys want something to do, that's where you ought to go. Ivy Mix, wonderful lady. Wonderful lady. Pam Turner, everybody knows Pam Turner. Pam Turner and Mountain Man Rutledge in Illinois. They help so many people behind the scenes. See, those are the people that don't get a voice. That's what we should be doing. Talking about them. Roy Davies from Florida. What's happening? Anyway, I'm going to go. I really want to thank everybody for being here. It means a lot to me. And this is what I love. Spending a half hour, 45 minutes with my favorite people. John Brello, Heroes webinar 2, a great way to spend the Sunday afternoon. Yes, it is. Thanks, Marty. Have a blessed day. You too. Gifty, I'll probably see you guys later. Anyway, I'll see you all and God bless. Bye.